Hi, everyone. Saturday at Del Mar is mandatory payout day in the Pick Six, races 6 through 11. It's a 20-cent wager. The jackpot was more than $500,000 going into the week. So it's a sequence in which, on mandatory payout days only, it's worth taking a swing at. And there are two stakes races in the sequence. The Grade 1 Clement Hirsch is race number 9. The California Dreamin' is race number 10. We'll talk about those two stakes races separately. And we'll start off with the most important race of the day. It's the Grade 1 Clement Hirsch, most important, at least at Del Mar. A field of 7 fillies and mares. And let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup. This is a race that this century, the last 21 runnings of the Clement Hirsch, favorites have won this race 14 times. During that same period, there have been 3 back-to-back winners, actually 4 if you count Zenyatta back-to-back-to-back. Stellar Wind and Azeri are also back-to-back winners. And what I'm trying to say is this. She Dares the Devil, last year's winner of the Clement Hirsch, the presumptive favorite this year, there's a lot of reasons to like her. She's the class of the field. She likes Del Mar. She comes off a win in Kentucky. She is relatively fast on speed figures. And the question as a 5-year-old is this. Is She Dares the Devil worth backing at a short price? And I would argue that the answer is no. She probably will be relatively short. We're recording this before the morning line comes out. I can see her flirting with 6 to 5, somewhere in that range. I don't think that she is a favorite that has to win this race. In fact, I'm not even sure that she is as good this year as she was last year. And I honestly don't believe that she was as good last year as her reputation, even when she won the Hirsch a year ago. It was a 5-horse field. She sat right behind a speed horse that does not want to go 2 turns. That was Venetian Harbor. As time goes by, did not even show up that day. And She Dares the Devil was a decisive winner of the Hirsch. I believe that the 2022 Clement Hirsch is a lot stronger group. And I'm not going to knock She Dares the Devil. She's the best horse in the field going in. But I'm not convinced she is as good as her reputation, nor do I believe she is worth backing at a short number or even singling in the Pick Six. But you be the judge on that. You can go back and watch her last 2 starts at Churchill Downs. Churchill Downs replays are available on their website. I don't think that she is as good this year as she was last year. And the 2 races that she won a year ago, leading into the Hirsch, the Azeri and the La Troyenne, well, she lost both those races this year. And I know that wins and losses are not necessarily a handicapping factor, but they are a minor factor. And the fact that she won those races a year ago, lost them this year, is at least one more reason to suspect that maybe she's not as good as her low odds would suggest. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but the question is there an alternative? Well, there are actually 6 of them, but there's one of them that I really like, and she's a 3-year-old filly facing older for the first time, and her name is Desert Dawn. 3-year-olds rarely run in the Hirsch. In fact, only 2 of them over the last 21 years. They both finished second, and I don't believe a 3-year-old has ever won the Hirsch. But Desert Dawn is relatively lightly raced. She's only started 9 times. She is getting better. She likes Del Mar. When I say getting better, she finished 3rd by 10 lengths last time out, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's first go ahead and look at her Santa Anita Oaks victory April 9th at Santa Anita. She wasn't supposed to win this race. She was 14-1. This was supposed to be a dare manor and a romp, but nobody told Desert Dawn or jockey Umberto Rispoli, and Desert Dawn on the outside sprang a 14-1 upset in the Santa Anita Oaks. She won by a neck over a dare manor who finished more than 7 lengths clear of 3rd. And this kind of exposed Adair Manor. We thought she was better than that. And there was still a question regarding the true quality of Desert Dawn going into her next start, which was in the Kentucky Oaks. Well, not only did she validate her Santa Anita Oaks victory, she ran very well, Desert Dawn did. She was 50-1 in the Kentucky Oaks, and she finished 3rd by only slightly more than 2 lengths and only a length and a half behind Nest, who has emerged or reemerged as the premier 3-year-old filly in the country. So Desert Dawn's 2 races in spring, April and May, a win in the Santa Anita Oaks, a third in the Kentucky Oaks. That set her up as the odds-on favorite in the Summertime Oaks on June 12th at Santa Anita. This is the race I referred to earlier. She had an excuse. Let's roll the tape of the start and watch post number 1 and Desert Dawn coming out from post number 1. The gates open and boom, she goes to her nose. Umberto Rispoli, I don't know how he even stayed on. And that was it for Desert Dawn. She lost it at the break. She actually ran a pretty good race. She made a huge middle move. She briefly threatened on the far turn, but that was it for Desert Dawn. That bad stumble at the break cost her any chance to win the Summertime Oaks as the 7-10 favorite on the morning line. So after that race, Phil D'Amato had options. Do you ship her out of town? Do you stay home? He has elected to stay home and take on older fillies and mares in the Hirsch on Saturday. This is the race to which she has been pointed specifically for weeks. How does Desert Dawn do at Del Mar? Well, last summer, in the second start of her career, she won by more than 4 lengths. She has trained exceptionally well since the circuit moved to Del Mar. She earned a bullet 5-furlong designation for a workout last weekend. She's coming into this race in top shape. She carries 119 pounds, so she gets a 4-pound weight break. And I believe that Desert Dawn is primed for the race of her career on Saturday. And if she dares the devil, proves to be slightly over the top or maybe even overrated, I think Desert Dawn's can spring the upset. Okay, there are others in this field we should at least talk about briefly, including Private Mission and Blue Stripe, who finished 1-2 on June 18th in the Santa Maria. This was at Santa Anita. Let's take a look at the stretch run of the Santa Maria. And Private Mission, kind of a return to form for her. She got the forwardly placed trip. She got first run and looked right here like she was going to win for fun. I'm not sure if she got tired or she just lost interest, but Blue Stripe on the outside came along and actually made it close, finishing less than a length behind Private Mission. But Private Mission was too fast for Blue Stripe, and they finished 1-2 across the wire. They're back in the Clement Hirsch on Saturday. So is Soothsay, who hasn't started since last July. A very ambitious spot. I think it's overly ambitious, but I respect trainer Dick Mandela. And if he's bringing Soothsay back in this race, in this spot, what that means is she is doing well. The pace scenario, Samurai Charm goes to the front. She'll be pressed by Private Mission. She Dares the Devil will be forwardly placed. I think Desert Dawn rallies from behind and mows them all down. I mentioned earlier that 3-year-old fillies rarely run in this race. Only 2 of them have run in the Hirsch since 2000. They both finished second. Coincidentally, they both finished second to the longest shot in the field. So it's not often you see a 3-year-old filly take on older in summer at Del Mar, but that's what Desert Dawn is doing. And I will bet her straight to win at 7-2 or higher. I don't know if that price is going to be offered, but if it is, I'm all in on Desert Dawn. I respect She Dares the Devil. She's the class of the field. But in race number 9 on Saturday at Del Mar, I look for the 3-year-old filly Desert Dawn to mow them all down and spring an upset in the Grade 1 Clement Hirsch Saturday at Del Mar.